months. Joe was not a very nice husband. I knew they were going to come running. So, y'all remember Joe and my daughter coming in talking about how Mitten makes the best chicken and rice soup? Okay, what happened was one time I made it. I did, I put like, this is what I did. My chicken and everything was ready, so I grabbed my container of rice and just kind of like, maybe about 2 or 3 cups of rice in my pan of all my liquid and everything. So then I served a bowl, like 2 or 3 bowls, everybody got a bowl. And then we went and sat down. Joe, shut, let me freaking finish the rice. Yes, you are. This is you saying something. Oh, shit. Okay, what happened was we came back an hour later, and all the liquid was gone, and it was a whole pot of
chicken
rice.
And rice.
It was just rice. Just rice. Just rice. There was nothing in it. There was no liquid. You couldn't even see the chicken in it. It was the...
You could stick a spoon in it and then have it stand straight up.
It was almost like porridge, if you will. So...
But thicker.
Oh, shut your ass. So since then, I do 2 different things. 1, I don't go ham on the rice. And number 2, I pre-make my rice. Some people do, some people don't. Some people put uncooked rice in there. Let me show you what I did. Hold up. I make rice with broth. And I make it, whatever. Give me the recipe. Go sit down. I make rice, and Joe makes the rice. It's...
Oh my Lord.
Okay. So...
I'm sure I look fine.
Doesn't. So, okay, let me just say this. If you have had, okay, let me say it like this. We make a fried rice. Joe made a fried rice with you guys, okay? The fried rice Joe makes with you guys is this rice. Basically, is it a broth or, I don't think we've ever posted it. Do you have it? Well, Joe will tell you what it is. You actually prepare for it. You make it like, you put water and nor, and it gives it the rice a flavor. So to me, this is my thought, it's equivalent to putting uncooked rice into the pot. Does that make sense? So some people will put uncooked rice in the pot. I cook it beforehand. Hey, Bernadette, I cook the rice before in the same broth. But Joe has a whole recipe. He like really measures this, and then he lets it sit on boil for like 4 minutes, and then he takes the top off. Like he has an actual science for having this rice. Okay? So if you want just put uncooked rice in it, you can. I don't like taking the chances anymore because it kind of scared the shit out of me last time. It all evaporated. So since then, which is about 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, I pre-cook it. And this is the part. You can pre-cook just white rice if you have leftover white rice. Or you don't have to. You can do whatever. However, I just really like Joe's version of the rice. The flavor tastes like... How would you describe the rice flavor, babe? How do you describe your rice flavor? How do you describe your rice flavor? Like a brothy?
Yeah, just chicken, huh?
Yeah, let's just wet it down.
I got
I just think your hair looks better. Sorry, he looked like
I
he
would
just
describe
rolled out of
it as instead of using straight water, it's just chicken broth, basically. You make your chicken broth.
Yeah, but don't you like a teaspoon of this and this and this?
Yeah, you a little sugar.
I'm not lying. That's what he puts in it.
Yeah, you put a little. It's like for let's say 2 cups of rice. You got 2.5 cups of water that you use. You have a tablespoon of your bouillon, and then you have a teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of actual oil. goes in it. And if you want it a little yellow, more yellow for fried rice for the next day,
If you're making it for
then
fried
you put
rice.
a little yellow food dye in there.
It's a weird thing.
Then you
But
can fry
anyways,
some good rice.
he didn't do that with this one. All he did was all the other steps, which I do like the flavor of it. So it's not just white rice going into it. Does that make sense? I mean, you can do what you want. Us personally, I don't want to take a chance on it. So that's why I prepare my rice before. If you trust yourself, then put just uncooked rice in the pot. Okay, let's go. Sorry, I didn't mean to like confuse everybody, but the first time I made it, I put uncooked rice and I didn't measure it, and it screwed me up because I had a whole lot of rice and not much of liquid or anything else. Okay, slide over. All right. Do you guys, some of you guys do, the other day I said, hey, I have another recipe for my chicken noodle soup, and that's when I saute, blah, 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 blah. I don't start off with the broth. This is the rice that I'm talking about, soup I'm gonna talk about. If I'm making chicken dumplings, or chicken noodle, or chicken rice, this is one of my steps that I start with all of it, okay? So I'm putting oil, about a tablespoon of oil, maybe, if I got some. Oh, maybe not. Cancel the show. No oil. What about a tablespoon of rice? Rice. Shit, I can't even stop thinking about it now. Come on over, I want you guys. This is the broth. We had rotisserie over at my son's yesterday. So you guys, I have a video, my other video I made when I made chicken dumpling soup. I took off the meat, then I got this pot, I filled it up with water, and I threw carrots, celery, and onion. So I think that's it, salt and pepper, that's it. And I got this. Then I drain it, strain it, get all the debris, I think we dumped it already, all the little pieces that were in it, so there's no bones or nothing in it, okay? Hey Berkey, that's what I did to get this broth. If you don't have that and you want to buy it, then buy it. Hi, baby.
Hello.
So, over here I have, I'm trying to get them as close as possible. This is celery, onion, and garlic. How much garlic did you do?
About 2 cloves.
2 cloves of garlic.
Oh,
Yeah, I have my face.
oh, you okay?
I have
What's up?
2 stalks of celery, but if you don't want that much, I would at least put 1. Just make them big so you can pull them out. And then I have as much onion as you guys want. I might put more onion, maybe not, but for right now, yeah. And I'm just sauteing the garlic, celery, and onion. This is how I base my soup. If I make potato soup, celery soup, whatever soups, I usually start with this base. Celery, onion, garlic. And I start it rocking.
Yep, and since the garlic's already in there, when you start smelling the garlic,
That's your
that's your
indicator.
indicator to keep going. You're gonna burn your garlic if you keep it going too long.
You guys, these are for my little dog. We had pizza over the weekend, so I take the crust, maybe yesterday, the day before yesterday, Saturday. And then I keep it in
Just the edge.
just the edge. I cut it and we put it in a little container. She can't have too much because she's getting allergy filled right now. And it makes me sad, so she's only had 1. Now I just give her carrots because I'm scared.
Okay, we're good.
We good. All right.
Smelling good.
Are you?
Smelling good.
I'm gonna put my carrots in right now instead.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, take a lot of the water out of there.
Yeah. Throw the chicken in first.
Boom, chicken.
Rotisserie. We had
Rotisserie
rotisserie last night at my son's. So I'm throwing it in with all the other vegetables to get it a flavor. If you have chicken breast or bacon or whatever, this is just, we had rotisserie yesterday and I didn't want to waste it, so I'm making a soup with it. And I didn't have any noodles, so I was trying to think of what I'm going to put in it. And I said, you know what, I've got rice, so I'm going to make chicken rice soup. We do some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know. Wait, no.
Not yet.
It's okay, just leave them for now.
Leave 'em right
Let's just let the chicken hang out in there. I want the chicken to get the flavor of the garlic and the onion before I put even the broth in. I want it to get a little mending of it together first. So I try really hard to show you very economical dishes or money, how to save money. Some of you guys know, some of you guys don't. We actually went from an RV to an apartment. We are actually on a fixed income. So the things that I do it so that way I can stretch our money versus going and just buying chicken breast. This was $4.99 for a whole chicken. So for $4.99, I could buy a whole chicken. We had some for dinner last night, and then I used the other side of it for this. So just trying to give you guys a heads up on, like, I could go buy a container of egg noodles to throw them in here. But I have rice that's here, and instead of buying things that I need to do more, I think of what do I have on hand that I can still. I can buy chicken broth, but I also know I can make the chicken broth. So after you think and you're secure with the flavor that of the onion, the garlic, and celery on your meat, we're gonna so you guys can still see the chicken broth is still smoking. We just got done. Grab something like this and just take out your big pieces, strainer, cheesecloth, whatever you want to do to
Because you
take
put
off.
celery and onion and
Yep.
everything in that too.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
look at me.
ooh, when did that
I'm
happen?
special.
I'm so short, I barely under your chin.
Ready?
Yep,
How much you want?
I said no.
Nope. Oh,
I want to put your broth first.
all right.
There's these don't really need a toasted flavor. I really want my,
There you go.
ooh.
Boom, boom, boom. Look at that.
I'm gonna put some thyme in it. Unfortunately, the store that we shop at only has ground thyme. Why? Nobody will ever know. Oh my God, it smells so good in here. Yeah, it really does. Thank you guys for being in here. Thank you everybody who's here. Thank you for being here. You guys, if anybody's ever wondering why I don't give my memberships away, I have a branded account apparently. So I'm not at liberty to give any memberships away. They don't give them to me. I can't get them from other channels. I can't give them as a gift, like gift your memberships away. I don't get them from people and I can't give any. So just a heads up, if somebody was wondering, like, I've never seen Mint Mama give her memberships away. I don't get any to give away. Because somebody asked me in the email, how come you don't give your memberships? And I'm like, trust me, I would give them away. It's to our benefit to give them away if I had them. Now don't put any more salt until we put everything in.
Okay,
Just because this is seasoned,
Oh,
right?
that's right.
So just wait to put your salts and pepper. Well, salt mainly. Pepper you can put in. I was gonna put some thyme. Don't do anything to this. Let it just hang out with the broth, the chicken, and the vegetables. That's it. We're gonna warm up the chicken again. We're getting the flavors together. You can put it on simmer if you want. I have a special rice, or you can just grab white rice. If you had white rice yesterday that you want to get rid of, make some fried rice. Use it here. Joe made this one special for us. So this actually tastes like that, which is going to be amazing in there.
Yeah.
You can put that whenever you want, baby.
Okay.
We're going to put the carrots in last, only because, let me show you why. I wanted them cut thin. If you guys have your sticker, I would definitely put them in, I would put the carrots in earlier because they're going to need to cook. But I specifically asked Joe to do it very thin for me, like that. I'm not a big fan of carrots, so if I can get it to disintegrate while I can. How is it, baby?
That's pretty good. Pretty
Yeah.
dang good.
Good. That's what I want to hear.
Is there enough rice in there for you? Check it out.
Yeah, I'm good with
Sure.
that. Hey, Millie. Aw, babe, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Zena with Fire. Thank you for being here, baby. Thank you, Berkey. I try to help you guys, so just so that you're able to, like, honestly, to see the chicken at the store was like $14. And if I wanted two chicken breasts, it was $9. And I'm like, oh my gosh, even legs, thighs, all of them were like $8 to $12. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to pay that much. So then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get the rotisserie. Sam's Club has it for $4.99, and it's a huge rotisserie. It's called a, what? It's like called a, like a roast.
Roasted?
No, it's called something. It's bigger than just a regular chicken. But anyways, for us, we can use it for what we're having for dinner. And even you guys, if you use all of the meat from it, still stick it in the pot when you get home. So for me, even if I paid whatever, I'm getting some chicken broth from it. Even if wasn't gonna make soup today, buying the rotisserie instead of buying a package of chicken, I have it for whatever I'm gonna eat with it. Plus, I'm having it for a gallon of broth that I'm gonna stick in the freezer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always good to have chicken broth.
Yes, yes, yes.
Frozen in the
Stay
refrigerator.
safe driving, love. Don't be sorry. No, 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 no. Please don't apologize. You guys, when you guys aren't here, please know that I miss you. But I love the fact that you guys have children, kids, appointments. You guys are doing things productive that you need to do. You know what I mean? Like if my daughter or my son was here, and I had a 12-year-old or a 16-year-old, I'd be so excited that I was running to my daughter. I'd be excited that my son or my daughter were in the kitchen helping me, and I want to spend time with them. You know what I mean? Like, don't ever apologize, you guys. So from here, guys, if I wouldn't have had the rice, I could have done the dumplings. I could have gotten noodles, egg noodles, extra wide egg noodles. I could have just done the dumplings that I showed you guys how to make last time. It's just flour. I put flour, some spices, and some milk. That's it.
Make your own egg.
That's all. And I put the biscuits in it, and it turned into a chicken dumpling soup. So I showed you guys that one last time. I wanted to show you guys a different one. Berkey Burke. Hey, Juju, I have an extra chicken for some tacos and rotisserie. Very affordable. Yes, I do too. I make flautas.
Yeah, flautas are good.
Flautas, it costs like $1.30 for 18 tortillas at our Mexican store. So if I wanted to, we just didn't really have the extra money to do something like that. For us, really, guys, we spend our money like we have to watch where we spend it. So if I bought the $1.18 or $1.50 tortillas, then for us, I know that it's gonna take it from something else. I know it doesn't seem like it for everybody else, but our home is just on a fixed income. So we didn't do the flautas, but we thought about it, and I said, you know what, I have some rice at home, babe, I'll make something else with it. So for me, I didn't wanna spend that $1.50 on the tortillas when I had a whole container of rice right here at the home, and I said, I'll wait, and when I get home, I can make that. And I have some carrots still in the fridge. I had the last bit of the celery still in the fridge. You guys, I really, really, really use everything I have in the kitchen before I go and buy more. You know, that's just how we have to live, or we choose to live. We don't have to, we choose to live like that. We wanted an apartment, and we're grateful we got our apartment, and we love our apartment. But you know what? For me, I enjoy showing you guys the shortcuts I've learned over the years. I've had a single mom. I was a single mom with 2 kids, and I had to figure out ways that I was gonna feed my kids. I'm gonna add some, you're gonna add some black pepper to it, baby? I'm gonna add the carrots in right now, guys. If you have yours fat, that's good. We haven't put any time yet, did we?
Nope, no time.
And I have my fire all the way down to simmer. These pans get very, very, very hot. Thank you, Sugar Bear.
Pinch.
Yes. Oh my gosh, stop. Be careful, Zena, with fire. Please, please be careful. But I do love me some snow and all that. Thank you guys so much, everybody, for being here. I kind of, I mean, I could have just made this for me and Joe and been like, I really want to show you guys the, the versatility of getting a rotisserie, and so it's not just one meal. You're making multiple meals from it. But aside from that, I showed you beans, a can of beans, mash it up, put some bacon grease, and it's actually, you could put that on the side of potatoes. You can put it on the side of eggs. You can grab a slice of toast like I did, and it's kind of like it makes like a meal for me and Joe. For me, it did. I spreaded it on my toast, and I had that with a glass of water or a glass of tea. That's our, what I'm saying? Yeah, you can do that. It's kind of, I feel like I want to show you the things that I'm gonna use. I could just make it and not even tell you guys about it. But there's so many people like that could use a little help. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't know what to make. I didn't have blah 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna show you guys how to make leftover stuff, turn it into something else. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that make pot pies out of biscuits or pie crust or whatever, but what if you don't have a pie crust? But what if you have a bag of rice sitting in there? You know what I mean? You don't have to have all those vegetables. You can do all of this just with having some chicken and some rice. Start boiling, grab a piece of your chicken, put it in a pan and let it boil first. Season that up so you can get the broth. Then in this pan, do your onion or your garlic and your celery or just your chicken and season your chicken. Then get your broth, pour it in there, and then use your rice. You don't have to do all the vegetables. When I say that our celery was literally the end of the celery. They were the white pieces of the celery. We had little midget corn, carrots. We had like maybe 8 of them. I mean, you guys, I try to help you guys because I wish somebody would have showed me little shortcuts or how to make it go. Aw, sweet Kate.
That's right.
Shut up. All right, let me taste it, see where we're at.
It's good.
Oh shit, that's good.
That's really good.
That's good. Do I put a little salt?
You can.
All right, fine. Yeah.
There's 2. Load them up.
I'm just putting salt and pepper in it, guys. The broth really tastes good just by itself. It really tastes great by itself. If you want to put thyme, you can put thyme in it. You can put the thyme twigs in
I already
it.
put it in.
Oh, I know. I need more.
You tasted it? Okay. Alright, just making sure you're not like.
I feel like
we
when you're
forgot
cooking,
to.
I usually go and sit over there and just let you cook.
No, you don't.
When I cook, you're like,
You're going.
you're such a liar. I don't even keep track of what you're making. You're such a liar.
Oh no.
Maybe the last thing. Last thing I asked you about.
I don't know what last time I cooked.
You made chicken just the other day and I didn't give a damn. Chicken legs. I was making my potatoes, not giving a damn what life was about.
You never.
If
tell
I
me to
had it
hurry
my
up
way,
with
I
the-
would take all
to
the
take the
celery
chicken
out.
like 2 minutes after
I would
cooked
get
it.
all this celery out if I was you. But if you're trying to get your kids to eat your celery and your vegetables, you can leave it in. Me personally, there's no need for celery. It just loses its yumminess with all that celery. You like celery, don't
I
you?
do. Yeah.
You want to try it and see if the celery is done, or do you think it is? Oh, it is. It's kind of
Yeah,
small.
it's good.
You guys, stop it. Now, just stop it. Oh, that's from my broth. You mind?
No, just put it in.
The onion? Doesn't take good pictures. That's all you get.
It's yours then.
That's all you get. I was like, what? That's good.
Oh, mama.
And you can put as much chicken. We have some more in the fridge. We just aren't going to use it all because we'll probably make something with that for tomorrow lunch or something. Wait, let me put more for you because you eat fast. Joe drinks his broth. Like, drinks his broth.
There you go.
We put one more line. Just so we can take a good picture. Okay. You guys, tell me that wasn't a fast live. I know we just assembled it all, but that's weird that trying to get the Wi-Fi. Hold on, guys. Oops, shit. Oh, is this the pen? I saw the pen that's in your car. In the truck? That's a nice pen.
I don't remember. Which one
It must be from when you went to the store.
Oh.
All right, let's do it.
Oh.
All right, you're ready.
Yep.
If you don't have the rice done already, that's the only time it would take longer. I had my rice done already because I wanted it to be pre-done. So that way it's not gonna soak up all my liquid. My son and my brother are both chefs. I told them, I'm just scared it's gonna get all dry again. And they both said, why don't you cook your rice before? And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I guess I can do that. So that's why I came, I look weird, like I'm looking into the corner.
It's over there, yeah.
Did it turn?
It's over there.
Did I turn? Not for me.
There you go. Not even let you.
No.
Wasting time.
On my last damn nerve. On my last damn nerve.
So now you're looking at the wrong spot again.
Yep. Oh, no, look at the numbers. I found the button. Sorry. There's actually a button that says muted. Sorry, shit. I've never noticed it before. I found the button. Sorry. Joe's gonna shit himself when he comes over here. There's a muted button.
There is?
I touched the mute button right here.
All right.
There's actually a microphone. I apologize, you guys. Let's go. Who knows that? Who even uses it? All right.
All right, take your damn pictures. Gotta get them the same. There you go.
All right, let's roll. Tink it out. Do you want this spoon? Again, you can do your carrots big. I like mine small, guys.
All right. Here it is. Tink.
Hey, Halloween baby.
It's over here.
Oh. See?
Tink. Tink. Mmm. That's good.
I just said it. That's good. And I like my crackers crushed. I like my crackers like this. Like that. Why? I don't know, but I do.
Really hot. Woof.
Like lava?
Like lava. Magma.
Look how good that looks, you guys. It just looks, I mean, I like the carrot. I mean, I like the rice, not too much. How much do you think you put in there?
Half of it. Half a cup of
How much did you make?
1 cup.
So he made 1 cup of rice and he put about half of that. Which, I like it like this. I like it for me to be able to put my crackers in, the vegetables.
We get a little bit of rice.
There's a little bit of rice in each spoon.
Dunk my cracker.
That's hotter than shit. All right, let me read some comments. Man, that's so freaking hot.
But good.
All right, guys, I used a rotisserie. Anybody asking? I used rotisserie. I had it deboned, and then I stuck the carcass in a pan, got the broth, and I took all the pieces of the celery, carrots, and onion, and pieces of bone that fell off, and I put it in a separate pan, and that's how I got just the broth.
Yeah, let me strain it out.
Then we strained it out. Yep.
So good.
All right, let's see. Thank you guys getting my boat and crossing the lake. Come on. Yes, bitch, come on. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Leather. I think that's it, you guys. Get the heck out of here. I appreciate you guys being in here. 30 minutes. We had a leftover rotisserie, and we did something with it. I could have made a wet burrito or something like that. I honestly thought about just making enchiladas or wet burritos because I had the beans already and I had the chicken, but I didn't have tortillas. So I said, you know what? I'll just make the soup because I had the vegetables that I needed to get rid of and I had the rice, plenty of rice. So I made, tell them one more last time. This is how Joe makes the rice and it's so good. So good.
Right. So, 2 cups of dry rice. 2 cups of dry rice. Like this. Right there. 2 cups of that with 2.5 cups of water in your pan. You add a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon. Can be a little heaping if you want to of like a bouillon powder, chicken bouillon, and then 2 tablespoons of oil. And then you bring it to a boil with no cover on it. Once it boils, you put the cover on, lower the heat, and set your timer for 15 minutes. And I watch it until the liquid is gone from the top and you don't see them bubbling. Once it stops bubbling through the holes that it makes, and the holes stay there, then I shut the heat off, and it's 15 minutes no matter what. No matter what time that the liquid is gone from the top, and you just see like rice, and it looks drier, and there's no shine to it because there's liquid on top of it. Once it looks a little dry, you shut that very low temperature right off, and you don't open the lid, and you just count to your 15 minutes from the time it's started boiling. You turn it down 15 minutes, and then you just watch it, and then turn the heat right off once the stuff is dry. And no, I don't care if it's 10 minutes in, you let it sit for another 5 minutes with no heat. Okay? If it's 7 minutes in, then you let it sit for another 8 minutes with no heat.
See what it looks like? It's not white rice. It actually is.
Yeah, it colors a little bit with the chicken broth.
And it has really good flavor.
The chicken
so this,
bouillon.
This is what I put into my rice, or into my soup. So this was already done. My chicken's already done.
Yeah.
All I'm waiting for is my vegetables to get done.
And tomorrow, if you want to make fried rice, this is the best rice for fried rice. For like that Chinese authentic, American Chinese restaurant style. When you get fried rice,
Hey,
I'm telling you what, you make it like this, and it'll be really, really close to what you get that you really enjoy at the Chinese restaurants for takeout.
wow, Halloween babies, they're Buckeyes. I didn't know that. Go Bucks.
Hey now,
I saw that my stepdad taught at Ohio State. Hell yeah. We get heck from it all the time.
how cool!
Somebody said sugar you put in it.
Yeah, teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt.
You guys, I have no idea how Joe came up with a recipe for jerky. Jerky. People paid $30 a pound.
Yeah, nowadays it would.
And it is worth every single penny. And he sold, how many pounds did you think you sold? Well, we got about that whole thing of brisket.
Every time I'd sell probably at least 20 pounds of actual dried jerky at work.
When I tell you that the things that are in it are like Chinese mustard, like a teaspoon of Szechuan. There's so many crazy things. I go, how did you figure it out? He said, I invented the recipe. It took me about, how long?
Days, I work on it for a while, and I started out with like basic, like your basic YouTube. Or I don't think we had YouTube when I tried it, but I looked up recipes, and it was just like soy sauce, Worcestershire, and some salt and a little bit of sugar. So I like started there, and then I started building and putting new stuff in it. So it took me weeks to get to the finished product.
We had people actually
On and off,
buying it to put in their
not
stores.
weeks, I didn't take 8 hours a day or nothing like that, but I would change it and then do it again. And I'd change it a little bit more and do it again. I'm going, oh man, that's too sweet, that's too tangy, what's going on? And so it took me a few weeks to get it right.
We don't give it to anybody.
No.
Nobody, not even our son and daughter. They can come pick up some.
Then no one gets the recipe.
That's on like lock key, only because so many people have bought it and you bought it and sold it in their store.
Yeah, a lot of people that didn't like jerky, they buy some for their husband or whatever, and then they'd go camping with a whole bunch of couples, and then they tried it, and it was like they loved it, and it was like they never liked jerky, and they liked this stuff.
Oh,
This is very good.
Leather said they've only used sugar. Hey, Ellie, good to see you, Mom. Thank you for coming in here, babe.
You cannot taste the sweetness at all in this, at all. You wouldn't know that there's sugar in there at all.
No, I wouldn't know at all.
No.
All right, guys. I appreciate everybody coming in. Next week we start our Thanksgiving series. We're doing first one I think we're doing is macaroni and cheese. Then I'm doing the cornbread stuff dressing early, but we're gonna do. Do you have potatoes that you're doing?
I'm doing, yes. Mine are not going to be 3 Michelin star potatoes, but I'm using a recipe that is very similar to a 3 Michelin star mashed potato recipe.
I'm doing a cornbread casserole. Aside from the cornbread, one's a cornbread dressing with giblets and everything that I make every year with sage and everything.
And I'm making my cream corn, my
Yep.
southern style cream corn.
We're gonna do 1 week of sides, and then we're doing 1 week of either apps or desserts. So that's why we're starting next week.
Maybe we could deep fry a turkey too.
Let's see.
You have to see.
We gotta go. For us, I want to give you guys something. So after, I want you guys to be able to take something. Like we did stuffed mushrooms last year. I did my dressing, scallop potatoes. We did green bean casserole. We can do that one again. We taught you guys how to make cream of mushroom soup. Milltown sent me her version that she made the exact recipe. I love that. But to be honest, if you guys have something you guys want, you're supposed to take a side dish or something. Thank you. Happy Veterans Day. Yes, thank you for all of our veterans that are listening, for the courage you've done, and for allowing us the freedom we have today.
I appreciate it.
Oh, I love my cornbread stuffing. Love it. If you guys have something in particular you want us to the avenue, send me an email. I'd be more than happy, or put it in the comments. Otherwise, we'll probably be doing the ones that we find. The cornbread stuffing and my macaroni and cheese are the two that I'm gonna for sure do. My cornbread dressing with the giblets and the my macaroni and cheese. Other than that, we're just looking for fillers to put in there for the sides. Well, I look rough. Other than that, we will see you guys. Could one of my mods do me a favor and drop burnt toast channel? You put poppies in yours? I've never made it with poppy. Yeah, if somebody could put burnt toast channel in the link in the chat. You guys, any desserts at all, open to it. I made a 4-layer white coconut cake. Flava makes a cake called, what does she call it? She calls it something. Flava made something that I wanted to try to make. It's got coconut and pineapple in it. It's a southern hot cake. What is it called? She was telling us she made it for Easter or something like that. I want to try it. Oh, you're okay, babe. I can go grab it too. You guys shouldn't have to do that for me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. Oh, thank you so much, Milltown. You guys, if you guys have nothing else better to do, watch Burnt. She's really funny. She's just comical. She's got lighthearted comedy. But anyways, what is it called, Milltown? Flava said she made it for Easter. It was something they make in the South, a certain cake they make in the South.
Gooey?
That's in St. Louis.
No.
I gotta put a little salt in yours because it tastes.
Yeah.
I'll
try it.
Not $1 million. It's. I'm sorry. What do you need, baby? This. Flava said she made it for Easter, and it was stuffed pumpkins. Stuffed pumpkins.
Oh yeah. I did make it.
Stuffing. Isn't it good?
Yeah.
Stuffing around turkey and brown rice shoved in it. Oh my lord. We're gonna do spring rolls. I think it's gonna be on a members only. We're trying to decide if it's gonna be members only or if we're gonna do like a class of spring rolls. And then anybody can join, but then it's like a $5 class or whatever. So that's what we want to do. I want to do it for my members, but then somebody said, well, why don't you allow everybody to do it? And then if you allow everybody to do it. Turduncan. Oh shit, you are not making a turduncan. Look at you, Milltown. Who are you, bitch? Okay,
A turducken.
Turducken, that's what I said. What did I say?
Duncan.
Turducken.
Duncan.
Yeah.
It's duckin.
Yeah, turducken, like a duck.
Yeah.
And a chicken.
Yeah.
And a turkey. Yeah, I know. What was the thing? It's something, Joe. It sounds like. Oh shit! I'm just gonna kill me now. It's a cake that's famous in the South. Flava said, I'm making this. And I was like,
Pecan pie.
No, I was like, she knows how to make that? Like $1 million cake or something like that? I don't know what it is. I am going to ask her. I'm going to ask her. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to try to remember. Be blessed. We'll see you guys. We'll probably be off tomorrow. And we'll be back in a couple days. But thank you guys for being here. If you're able to bless us, we have the Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. If you're able to bless us by sharing it, please share it. We would appreciate that. If you know somebody looking for a cooking channel with ideas, I'd appreciate if you guys could send us along and hit the like on your way out. I would appreciate that. Be blessed, y'all.
See ya.